And now, the words we've all been waiting to hear. Gentlemen, mount your little 500 bicycles.
You almost said Roadmaster.
Bikes down. We'll get you one that looks like it's
It looks like 7 or 8 riders down. Forest Cycling's down. It looks like Phi Sigma Kappa's down. Wild Aces might be down. Army's down. Human Wheels is down. Tau Epsilon Phi's down. Grey Goat is down. There are a lot of riders down right now trying to catch back up, but the flag stays green.
wow.
It looks like Forest Cycling is leading the charge back up to the field. Let's see if they can get back up there. The pack is not flying right now. Army is right behind them, and you have Wild Aces, Phi Sigma Kappa, Grey Goat, and then Human Wheels trailing.
Beta, Alpha Sigma Psi, Alpha Sigma Phi, Sigma Phi Epsilon, Chi Alpha, Phi Gamma Delta, Cutters, Delta Tau Delta, and Evans Scholars as things stand. 26 laps have been scored. Hank, can you believe we're only one ace through this race? It's been incredible so far.
In front of the field, and they now sit up a little bit knowing that nobody is a threat. But again, they're just playing with the field. You kind of know what teams to look out for, which teams made that gap, which ones didn't. So watch out for Fiji and Chi Alpha later in this race because they're the only 2 teams that were able to follow Cutters on that little
Peter
push.
Schultz, former Indiana football offensive lineman, coming off of it. Tom's going to maybe want to try and break himself out.
And it looks like Sigma Phi Epsilon has caught back up to the pack. They are back in it. Now they used a heck of a lot of energy getting back up there, but kudos with Connor Berry, their star rider on the bike. He is going to make a huge effort, not to just get back to the pack.
We still are on yellow, waiting ourselves to see when we're going to move back to green. I think we're seeing maybe yep, we're back on green.
Here goes the green flag.
All right, we are back.
Sigma Phi Epsilon just pulling right ahead of everybody, wanting to push this. They do not want A-Sig or Phi Psi back in this race.
A-Sig, so they're a lap.
And the team knows we aren't going to get this lap right now. We're just burning energy. So let's save ourselves. We can stay a half lap up right now and use this lap traffic to get a draft, refresh ourselves, and then go again in a little bit. As Cutters, it looks like they're about to make an exchange as well.
Looks like Gaskell might be coming back on the bike.
This bodes incredibly well for Sigma Phi Epsilon. This is what they wanted to do.
Not a lot of teams.
They don't want a big pack of 10 riders chasing them. They want singular teams and riders chasing them because guess what? They're facing the same wind they are, but right now Sig Ep's a half lap up.
Sigma Phi Epsilon has led for the last 45 laps through it right there. They're trying to stay right there.
Now, if Sigma Phi Epsilon, there's a chase pack of about 10 to 12 riders, lapped riders ahead of them. If they can catch back onto that pack, they can have a little bit of a rest there and draft and have another little reset before they keep trying again and just keep that gap consistent.
Fiji's pulling a small group here.
3PH with a good exchange over in turn 4, as we see Chinzano with another exchange. Sig Ep, though, coming in with an exchange. Good tag. Here comes Alex Hamilton. Good jump on the bike. Hands in the drops out of the saddle.
2 miles an hour less for Sigma Phi Epsilon.
But now that they've caught that chase pack, they can possibly...
They're riding through there.
They're just riding through. You're absolutely right. They don't want to draft off of anybody. They want to keep this lead going. Now, the next riders up ahead for them that they can catch are Phi Kappa Psi and Fiji, who are working together about a straightaway ahead of Sigma Phi Epsilon. And if they can catch up, that's free speed as well to catch back ahead. But it looks like Cutters now and Peyton Gaskill in that green jersey, less than a half lap down. They are going solo up to Sigma Phi Epsilon. They have dropped Chi Alpha. They have dropped Delts. They have dropped Phi Delt. And Peyton Gaskill is putting a big effort in to catch Sigma Phi Epsilon about a straightaway and a half down now.
Gaskill has seen him down about 50, been behind 50 laps. They said, fine, I'll do it myself. Gaskill's got it where it's less than half a lap. It was like that for quite some time.
Cutters is making a huge move. Now a straightaway down. Peyton Gaskill, his head down. He is in the pain cave. coming around that back stretch as Sigma Phi Epsilon comes around turn 4.
They're making an exchange.
But it looks like Payne's going to exchange. I don't know how I feel about that. If you want to catch SIGEP, you need to have longer sets because, again, each exchange lasts about 7 to 8.
SIGEP and Cutters, well, they are right alongside them in a 3-team lead. Chi Alpha's fallen off a little bit in terms of the chase pack. But actually, no, excuse me, they are right behind it now.
So Chi Alpha exchanged a few laps ago, and that was a great
They're right there.
effort
44 laps.
from Sean Grimm to catch back up to that pack. So we have a 4-team lead pack there with 50 laps to go.
Cray Maywar has done 44 laps for Cutters so far today.
That is more than they expected him to do, I bet. Coming
Yeah.
into this race, you want Cutters' traditional sprinter strategy is leave the sprinter as fresh as a daisy. Look back to 2018 and 19 when Noble Guyon had only done 1 or 2 sets, no more than 25 laps in the entire race before he comes on and sprints. Torin riding 44 laps, that was not in the playbook today for them.
You see, Phi Kappa Psi is kind of pulling this group, but they are a lap behind, and you see Herbst kind of waving SIGEP in front of him, saying, he's literally waving him. He's saying, go take the spot in front of me.
And SIGEP says, no,
No.
thank you. I used my energy. I made this race happen. It's your turn to do something.
You see Herbst just pointing him repeatedly, trying to get him to take that space. On the outside, Beta Theta Pi is going to make an exchange.
But again, with only 4
3PH,
teams
excuse me.
on the lead lap right now, they don't have to worry about anybody else catching up.
Nope.
It is also about 50 to 60 meters in front of this
Look,
pack right now.
Lucas Troutman, they're a lap behind. He could try and make something happen here and there.
IUDM might be the team of the day with Lucas Troutman riding an incredible amount of laps
Yeah.
so far.
They may try and make either an exchange or some move here. They're not prepping an exchange with Troutman. Following him behind is Grey Goat. Grey Goat was with a big injury, with a big crash earlier.
Parallel to the gutter. Okay, here's a replay of the crash. Let's see what happened. Here comes Cutters and Fiji, and I guess you can't
5
really see
seconds
what
on
happened.
Fiji. He kind of gets on the back of his wheel, bumps into it.
I don't know if that's the right decision, Jack, honestly. It looked like Cutters was coming out.
Described him to me as their secret weapon, someone that he feels the field did not see as a big threat. He's trying to make a big push here for an exchange in the back stretch.
So there are 25 laps to go right now. If I'm Cutters and SIGEP, I work together for the next 10 laps or so. You do not want to let beat you all, and you know that you're the teams to beat. You want to keep working together, but again, come lap 190, 195, when you try to put your final riders on, you're playing games, you don't want to lead somebody out. It looks like Delta Tau Delta is in the lead by a hair.
Not on here, but they were when the flag went.
They were in the lead, so Delta Tau Delta would win this race if the yellow flag goes on.
As is Beta Sigma Psi. Herbst is currently the man pulling things out in front, but it's not a fast lap at all, just under 50 seconds. 3 pits on his outside. What will it be? The checkered flag is ready. History, 15. A sprint to the finish, and Cutters adds further daylight in history. An incredible race from start to finish.